We are back to the game. Now, Raigeki will opt to go for that 1-1. Hindi na siya mag-wall off dito kung ano yung katulad ng ginagawa niya dati. And the second hatchery already available onto the side of MrLasti. I'm really sorry for the technical difficulties. Hindi ko alam ba't nag-choke yung OBS ko. But, nag-choke naman na siya dati pa nung ESL pa lang. So, yeah, I'm really sorry for the delay.
Oh, that's a fast tech lab. Mukhang natuto na si Raigeki dito.
Oo.
Yeah, ang bibilis na ng mga production niya ngayon.
He is, parang kumbaga mas yung tama yung grasp nung game, yung tama yung grasp niya sa game sense niya. Kaya mas madali niya na i-implement yung mga gusto niyang gawin. But still a standard. 1-1-1. We'll see if he would transition with the battle cruiser once again. But with the double gas, it seems like it would transition into that one. So, third hatchery onto the side of MrLasti.
Yeah, and ito na, yung fusion core.
Yung upgrade +1, sorry. What's that for?
+1 melee. Kasi, if you guys don't know, +1 melee also grants more damage para sa banelings. Kahit may 1-1, pag may 1-1 armor, yung bio force, dalawang baneling ang kailangan mo. Pag may 1-1 kayo, pag may 1-1 yung pag may 1-1 yung bio, tapos +1 yung Zerg, parang isang baneling lang yung kailangan mo. Yeah, so it gives more damage here. So I think MrLasti should actually do a baneling bust once again. Yung kanina kasi it's very not that efficient kung tutuusin yung mga baneling bust na ginagawa niya. Pero let's wait for what he would opt to go to. And tingin ko gagawin ulit ni Raigeki, the siege tank, 4 na marine drop into the main and wreak havoc there. Sakay mo yung dalawa. Yeah.
Ayun, so kahit meron siya nung go-to niya na battle cruiser, may konting variation pa rin paano niya nilalaro yung each game. So I think that kind of throws off yung mga kalaban niya kasi hindi siya basta-basta ang battle cruiser lang.
I think MrLasti is attempting to go for a Zergling rush at this point of the game, but this siege tank would just hammer away onto those lings. Ang pwede niya gawin is pwede siyang umabante. Pwede niyang dikitan tong mga supply depot as the splash damage coming in from the siege tank would affect and inflict some damage onto the supply depots. Pero while all of this is happening, si MrLasti ginugulpi pa rin yung mga SCVs ni Raigeki dito, still denying that second command center. And while all of that is happening, we would see the medevac already making its way onto the bottom right corner of Everdream LE and maybe inflict some damage, and good cancel onto the side of Raigeki. 2 siege tanks available already onto the side of Raigeki to defend this one, pero we'll see on how he would follow it up. But I think the answer is already in my face. Yamato Cannon already being researched here onto the fusion core, and I think more battle cruisers would be following it up. And while all of that is happening, the bread and butter play of Raigeki, yung medevac doom drop ish, kasi onti lang, hindi siya ganong doom. The drop from the medevac and the follow-up battle cruiser is really annoying to deal with. If he can get some queens here and there, it would be really good onto the side of Raigeki. Can he get one more? Good transfuses onto that one, and he would be hammering away onto the spawning pool. If he manages to get this one, this would be really crucial onto the side of Raigeki. Alright, and it would be cleaned up here by Raigeki, mga kaibigan. I mean by MrLasti, ladies and gentlemen. But no battle cruisers being produced as of yet. Pero joke lang, biglang lumabas nung sinabi kong wala pa. And now, the second SCV. The second command center already being able to be finished by by Raigeki.
Yeah, pero yung sa push kanina ni MrLasti denying that natural, would that be something crucial down the line? Kasi the whole time tatlo na yung hatchery ni MrLasti eh.
Well, nagulat nga tayo kanina, 'di ba? Dalawang battle cruiser lang, ay dalawang base lang na umuulan ng battle cruiser. But I think it would factor in a little bit. It would be delayed. Dito, pero oh my goodness, the Overlord drop. Mas maganda siguro to kung Banelings. It would be really effective at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen. More Banelings
Yeah,
being
and ayun na
morphed
nga.
here.
Just like you mentioned.
Oo.
So this would be Zerglings and Banelings being dropped by the Overlords.
Aha. Parang ano siya, kumbaga, ah, parang mas murang Nidus Worm. Anyway, I think at this point of the game, ang kailangan lang gawin ni Raigeki is mag-ipon ng battle cruisers. Ang kailangan naman gawin ni MrLasti is he needs to expand more. He needs more bases habang wala pang umatake. I think this is one of the common misconceptions onto the lower brackets or onto the lower echelons of the ladder is kailangan marami kang base to sustain the economy. Once your enemy attacks, okay lang, marami kang base. Gawa ka ng maraming units, especially if you are Zerg. Pero while all of this is happening, well, let's see kung paano mag-work tong Overlord drops ni MrLasti onto the main base of Raigeki. But the missile turrets are here, ready to fend them off. We'll see if this attack would be successful, as while at this point Raigeki is just comfortably. Uy, mukhang hindi siya makakabagsak ng Banelings dito. This is a disaster onto the side of MrLasti. Oh my god.
Walang na-drop ni isa.
Oh.
Those missile turrets, very clutch for Raigeki.
Yeah.
And
Grabe yun.
yeah, and kung ito yung army supply, napaka laki ng difference.
Yeah,
Kanina lang.
And we would see another battle cruiser teleportation onto the side of Raigeki. Will try to end things right here, right now. Once again, we have seen him do a battle cruiser rush from the quarterfinals onto the finals. So we'll see on how he would do, do onto this one. So no spore crawlers as of yet onto the different bases of MrLasti dito, and only Hydralisk to defend, and Hydralisk is not that good. Especially if konti lang sila. Corruptors is still the name of the game if you still want to defend this battle cruiser rushes, mga kaibigan, and the queens would just melt away with this battle cruisers. Ladies and gentlemen, more battle cruisers being produced here onto the side of Raigeki, and while all of this is happening, he would be hammering onto the lair. Ladies and gentlemen, once this lair goes down, you cannot follow it up with more tier 2 units onto the side of MrLasti. Kailangan niyang gumawa ng mga corruptors dito, but this is a lot of Hydralisk now. Ladies and gentlemen, he would be focusing it up to destroy those battle cruisers. But while all of this is happening, Thors and battle cruisers still being produced by Raigeki dito. But we have seen him lose kanina na he can just be counter-attack. Pwede na umatake dito si MrLasti with that composition that he has, but still he needs more army supply at this point of the game, plus to attack. Grabe.
And right now, ginagawa na niya yung third command center niya. And I think, yeah, these two battle cruisers going up. So do you think the direction na siyang sumugod ulit, or magbi-build up muna siya ng konti as he scans the main base? Ay, ayun na nga, nag-teleport siya, nakita niya walang tao doon, at yung mga Hydra pupunta na para mag-defend.
Yeah, I think the Hydras will clean this up once again.
Go down.
I think Raigeki is not learning from the mistakes that he has made on the earlier stages of the game, is that you shouldn't be teleporting your battle cruisers onto the main base. Especially, wala naman na masyadong nagmamine doon. And if the Zerg player is smart enough, he usog niya yung mga technology buildings niya. And I think, yeah, MrLasti would clean this up, ladies and gentlemen. And while all of this is happening, a good run by, actually. Ay, hindi, di pala run by, naiwan niya lang mga SCV niya sa labas. So yeah, at this point of the game, this is still a 50-50 situation. This is going to be a 50-50 situation. Pantay pa rin yung laban kung tutuusin. Raigeki still at 2 bases. The third command center already preparing to land. But the fourth hatchery already by MrLasti ay nandito, pero it's not that saturated. Pero ang sabi nga natin, di ba? If you are a Zerg player, what you want is you want that 50 to 55 drones at around the 5-minute mark. Pero ito, 12-minute mark na tayo mga kaibigan, still 39 workers for both of our players. So, things are going to be a bit interesting on how this would work out. Pero when it comes to the late game situation, tingin ko mas lugi ang Zerg. Mas lugi ang Zerg pagdating sa mga ganitong klaseng labanan. Lalo na pag kulang ka sa economy. And while all of that is happening, a Ling run by onto the side of MrLasti will try and force a lift up onto the side of the third command center. And while all of this is happening, 3 battle cruisers and 3 Thors already being already ready to attack here onto the side of Raigeki, pero nasa na yung main force ni MrLasti dito. He's still producing.
So for this one, anong kailangan i-build ni Raigeki in terms of the army composition para ma-deter yung mga Hydra ni MrLasti?
Well, he needs more siege tanks. Siege tanks are really good against Hydra. And good read coming in from the side of MrLasti, predicting kung saan magte-teleport yung mga battle cruisers, reacting accordingly, and he would burst this down once again. Nagsasayang na ng battle cruiser dito si Mr. Raigeki. So we'll see about that. Ito yung sinasabi ko, ba't kailangan ng Corruptors? They can just chill around at the corners of the map and kind of kite you. And oh my goodness, he almost manages to get, and he forces the cancel dun sa plus 2 armor carapace. So yeah, that's why you need Corruptors if you are going up against this, ladies and gentlemen. Pero going mass battle cruisers, tingin ko if tama lang yung nilalaro ng mga ibang players natin, it would really not be that effective. Pero we'll see it once again, more battle cruisers being produced, plus armor onto the mech units already available onto the side of Raigeki dito mga kaibigan. And I don't know if the Roach Hydra is the right composition at this point of the game, but I think whatever works will work onto the side of MrLasti.
Yeah, and dito, since nako-call ng battle cruiser yung attention ng army ni MrLasti, do you think Raigeki should push his units onto the base of MrLasti? Kasi
tingin ko hindi kaya.
Ngayon,
hindi kaya.
Lahat ng Hydra nakatingin lang sa isang battle cruiser eh.
Tingin ko if magsaharapan silang labayan, like sabayang pagbigkas na laban, hindi kaya ng army ni Mr. Raigeki dito. Pero well, at this point of the game, dapat nagpaparami pa rin ng workers dito. Si MrLasti, he's down on the worker count. Kailangan niya pa ng mas maraming worker. Around 70 to 80 is the sweet spot for a Zerg. So if you will ever watch this replay after natin dito, keep that in mind. And while that is happening, a little bit of Zerg run by onto the side of MrLasti again, wreaking havoc on the third base of Raigeki dito. 11 SCVs falling down. Good run by onto the side of MrLasti. Tingin ko yun yung mga essential skills ng isang Zerg player. Is you know how to do the run bys. Grabe tong battle cruiser na to, kada cooldown puwapatay ng isa. So
para mabawasan unti-unti. Pero ayun na nga. And ayun na, nag-teleport yung mga battle cruiser ni Raigeki. Is this a good idea or what you ill-advise?
Well, it is a really aggressive on the side of Raigeki. It's a very ballsy play. Kumbaga, it's a big balls play and he would get all the overlords. So MrLasti would be supply block for a little bit mga kaibigan. Pero we'll see on how he would bounce back onto this one. Kasi pwedeng umatake si MrLasti dito. And I think he would win if he would go for a straight up battle. Pero ang dami talagang battle cruisers dito ni Mr. Raigeki going up for the opting out to go for a mass battle cruiser. Another teleport happening onto the side of Raigeki. And will try to wreak havoc on to the 4th expansion of MrLasti dito. And his army is way out of position. Wala, dyan siya umakyat. Mali. Mali. But the Viper's already available onto the side of MrLasti. Can we see some ducks? Pero no, not yet mga kaibigan.
Yeah, and great adjustment from Raigeki there. Since yung sinasabi nyo kanina na nagka-teleport lang siya sa gitna ng main base. And that's not something you'd want to do. Maganda na dun muna niya sa tabi tineleport and then sa 4th base siya nag-attack.
Maganda dito is more Vipers onto the side of MrLasti. He can abduct. Kasi habang nagte-teleport yung battle cruiser, pag in-abduct mo gamit yung Viper, naka-cancel yung teleport. So that would really work into the favor of MrLasti if he knows how to use that properly.
Yeah, ito mukhang in-abduct na niya yung isa sa kaliwa.
Yeah, good play.
And
he needs more Vipers though if gusto niyang sabayan to ng sabayan pagbigkas na mano-imano, suntukan sa suntukan. He needs more Vipers at this point of the game kasi masyado na marami yung Hydra count ni MrLasti dito. He needs more Vipers to get that abduct. Can he get one here mga kaibigan? Oh, miss-microwing that one.
Yes, but one battle cruiser goes down in that engagement and the teleport sila.
Oh!
Sa natural.
Grabe, what a ballsy play onto the side of Raigeki dito. Will actually teleport onto the natural. Kala ko magti-TP out sila. But they opted to go for an aggressive push right here mga kaibigan. And now 9 Corruptors already on the way onto the side of MrLasti dito. Nahan ko lang konti yung sound.
And while that's happening, 3 more battle cruisers are ready.
Oo. Tignan mo yung base ni Raigeki, oh. Parang SimCity na.
Ayun nga, and yung 3rd base niya, walang SCVs ngayon. So I think that's something he could improve on as yung mga corruptors ngayon ni MrLasti, pinatay na lahat ng battle cruiser niya na sumugod sa base. So these 2 bases of Raigeki, ubos na yung mga minerals and he needs more kung gusto pa niyang isupply itong battle cruiser pushes niya.
Well, +3 attack already on the way. +3 missile attack already on the way onto the side of MrLasti dito. If he can deny all of this mule drops, it would be really crucial. And he would be cleaning it up once again. Ayaw niya na talaga ipag-mine dito si Raigeki. Pero at this point, tingin ko kayang-kaya na mag-max out ni MrLasti. He needs, kahit mag-spam na siya ng Hydralisk, kahit mag-spam na siya ng Hydralisk, he can straight up win this game. So kung papanoorin mo man to, learn how to attack. Spam mo lang ng spam, you know that he is running on a 2 base. Alam mo na hirap siya kumuha ng minerals, so that this would be the right time to attack, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes the swarm. I think he's just waiting for it to max out mga kaibigan. Grabe.
Yan, yung mga workers ni Raigeki, nilipat na niya dun sa 3rd base. So, may mga minerals and gas na rin siyang pabalik and he should look to build up his army again.
Yeah.
Pero, current state ng game, sinong pina-favor mo?
Well, in terms of economy, in terms of army supply, mas maganda lang in terms of technology yung army ni Raigeki. Pero in terms of composition, efficiency, tingin ko mas okay yung army ni MrLasti dito. But I think he needs to attack at this point of the game bago pa tuluyan lumobo yung army supply ni Raigeki dito. But I think ayun na rin yung isa sa mga weaknesses ng mga lower tier players is hindi nila alam kailan aatake or hindi nila alam kung ano yung gagawin while all of that is happening. Another lane run by onto the side of MrLasti wreaking havoc onto the side of Raigeki on this 3rd base once again.
Pero ito na yung mga Thors mobilized. Autobots rolling out papunta sa outer bases ni MrLasti and mamimit nila ngayon yung mga Hydralisk.
Yeah. Hydralisk is a good counter for Thors. And oh my goodness, Raigeki with a ballsy play once again, tinalo niya yung mga battle cruiser dito. Here comes the Corruptors to clean out this one, mga kaibigan, and this battle cruisers would be cleaned out once again. And the Lynx, while all of that is happening, the Lynx is wreaking havoc on the third base once again. And mukhang nahirapan na mag-micro si Raigeki dito, not lifting up the SCV, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, here comes one more battle cruiser being teleported. And the third command center would be bursted down by MrLasti. He is now looking to attack here with a huge force of Hydra Roach, a Ling Roach Hydra, with some Vipers to yank out any defending units. Wala nang minerals dito si Raigeki. Oh my goodness, mga kaibigan, this went down the line. What a game. And at this point, I think kailangan nang umatain ni MrLasti. Another additional command center being flown out here by Raigeki, and if MrLasti was able to get this, it would be really in his favor. Pero yun, habang walang mangyayari, parang walang may gusto matake, kain muna tayo guys kung gusto nyong ube cheese pandesal. Solid.
Saan nila makukuha?
Saan nyo makukuha? Sa Gastambide. Gusto nyo umorder, sabihin nyo sa akin. Message, comment kayo dyan sa baba kung gusto nyo ube cheese pandesal. Anyway, while all of this is happening, here comes the major engagement coming in from MrLasti. Can he clean this out? I think he can. Pero yung mga Vipers, hugutin mo yung siege tank sa baba. Kailangan mo hugutin yung siege tank pababa. MrLasti, oh my goodness, 18, 19, 20, 22 SCVs already falling down. Hilahin mo! Hilahin mo! Hilahin mo! GG has been called. Raigeki taps out. MrLasti wins that one.